Hello everybody, it's your boy Warwick, and we're playing some more West of Loathing! We got to this thing and we have to hit 3,200 pounds with our wrench, and it reads 0, whatever that means. So I guess this is our first puzzle out here using doing the monkey wrench mine stuff. 411, 706, 867. Wow, this is gonna be difficult. I have no idea how much it's going up. What pressure did it need to be at again? 3,200. Wow, it did it! That only took like 4 minutes. Man, just trying to guess and check to see what numbers end with 5, really. Like, it was hard to get everything to line up on a solid number. Soup stock load. I still don't have a way to pick soup stock. I don't have a suitable vessel. Ooh, I can get through a wall to a new transponder area, though. Elevator container. Unlock it with the keystone. We got El vibrato fluid. This pentagonal El vibrato device contains some sort of sloshy fluid. Slosh it around. You slosh the fluid around inside the device. Slosh, slosh. Okay. Let's see here then. Screen of machine. Insert fluid. I guess let's pop it in there. Oh, more clothes, I think. I guess let's start with hat. Oh no, these aren't clothes. El vibrato food cube. Alright, well then I guess let's do it again for this one. Rum and Nanakshta El vibrato seltzer. What do these do? Muscle mysticality boxed by 5 and max AP by 2. Wow! And then El vibrato rum increase your item and meat drop bonuses by 30% for the day. Okay, cool. Muscularity max even by 5, max HP. Wow, these are pretty good items. I need to get some more sloshy fluid. Try to find out what the last one is. Well, sweet. That was a successful cave visit. Wonder if there's more stuff in here. Whoa, lots of snakes. There are hundreds of snakes lounging around this pool of hot soup. Grab some. I wonder how strong these guys are. I'm still super jacked from all the mysticality bonus, so I don't want to even sleep. I've got like 106 mysticality or something right now. Lots of heat, but you can't take it. Alright. So down here in the soup stock mines, there's just a bunch of soup, and then we had some fluid, but it's already gone. And then I guess that's it. So, I think that leaves us with going back to our current mission of the postal way station. We're trying to get Breadwood to help us out building a bridge. Okay. Here at the post station, it says Postal Service property, no trespassing. Let's go ahead and trespass while we're at it, eh? Go through them stack of old newspapers addressed to Roy Bean. You got an item letter to Roy Bean. You got an item blank postcard. Oh, I can send another one out to my bro. And then there's an article about how they had to change the name of Boot Hill Cemetery to Reboot Hill Cemetery because of all the skeletons in there coming back to life. I was wondering about that. Somebody's removed all the funny, so there's literally no reason to care about them. Cabinet's full of maps, but you have no idea what any of them mean. Maybe you could ask about it at the post office in Dirtwater. Yeah, I'll do that. Big map of the region with lots of confusing little annotations. Cool. Why is there an outside house inside? You don't even want to know what bureaucratic processes were involved in the placement of this outhouse. That's funny. Yeah, I get it. Post office bureaucracy. Alright, so then I guess off to Dirtwater. Man, I got a lot of stuff to mail out. I don't want to lose all my mysticality though, but I guess we are kind of playing on easy mode having a bajillion mysticality, so let's go to the post office, send some letters, and probably finally have a nice sleep and see if Rufus got back to me. Hey, I need some help tracking down some missing mail. How'd you mean? A mail delivery went missing on the way to Breadwood, and I'm hunting it on behalf of their mayor. Local mail station has a bunch of route maps, but I don't know which one I need. Well, that information ain't exactly secret, but I ain't supposed to just give it out either. Delivery going missing's bad news, though. I suppose I'll write just this once. Here, wait a sec. After a couple minutes, he comes back with a sheet of notepaper. Okay, so each map has a code on that number on it, you see? Based on region and direction of travel, she explains how to work out the code you need and gives you a cheat sheet for reference. You got item postal code cheat sheet. Thank her and leave. This should help you find the right map at the postal way station. Awesome. Any mail from me? Nope. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. You already sent a postcard today. Ain't you heard of the Postcard Limitation Act of 1893? No, what's that? Okay, so the gunman put a restriction on prepaid postcards, 1 per citizen per day. Now, what do you think that might be? Well, to reduce strain on the postal system? Nope. That's what everyone guesses, but that ain't a thing. The wagons still make the trip no matter how many postcards are on board. Lesson, we're talking so many postcards you need a second wagon, but that ain't likely. So, to restrict the free flow of information, to keep the people from being able to say too much to the mail, so the left of the territory don't know what the right end is doing, and vice versa. That way they can implement a different rule and law on each area, whatever's most effective to keep the particular folks down. But people can still send letters? Pfft, letters. Who's got time to write out a whole letter in this day and age? But I ain't even got a real big part yet. It's the first 2 letters in conspiracy, huh? CEO? Oh, geez. That's right. They're in league with the cows. It's all plot to keep us docile so they can deliver us to the hell cows as he summoned. I think the government deliberately summoned the cows. There's proof. The plan referred to a rider attached to a Senate farm aid bill that was passed 11 years ago. And when did the cows come home? That's right, 11 years ago. There's no way a Senate bill says let's summon cows from hell on it. No, not in such obvious words. Are you cracked? It's all code and dog whistles, like go look it up for yourself. Okay, even if I wanted to do that, the capital city isn't even in the territory. It's hundreds of miles away. Uh-huh. And you think that's a coincidence? A CO incidence? Okay, well, that's very interesting. Bye now. Alright, well, what about mailing out that one guy's letter? Do I just gotta read it instead? Letter to Roy Bean. Oh, I can just go deliver it myself. I gotcha. And let's go sleep. We'll go ahead and drop my super duper awesome power-ups. Oh, also that means I can go try Reboot Hill, try to guess the name again, too. It's your bed. Let's go to sleep. Wake up refreshed, hungry, and sober. Alright, first post office, then reboot. You got a package from Rufus, thank you. It's a package from your younger brother Rufus. He's weird, but he's a sweet kid at heart. Open it. The package is empty. Or maybe Rufus sent you some kind of special air. It sounds like something he'd do. Breathe it in. He sniffed the inside of the package. 200 experience. Whoa! It was special air. Nice. Oh, I'd like to send a postcard. Write a quick note to Rufus letting him know that you've been up to him, that you're okay. That'll be... Oh, this one's prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat. Alright, I guess I'll go do some deliveries first before I worry about another package from Rufus. Let's just do it now. I wonder if I can just go to sleep and it'll be ready. Alright, a new package from Rufus. What do we get this time? Package is empty. Maybe some kind of special air. Oh, yep, I guess just another couple hundred experience worth of air. Alright, well that's cool. Let's go deliver that letter to Roy Bean real quick. Hello, Mr. Bean. I've got a letter for you. Found this letter addressed to you. A letter? You hand over the letter. He opens it, reads it, snorts derisively, and tosses it into the fireplace behind him. Thanks anyway. Nod. Howdy, Jane. Thanks for helping me back there. Oh, no problem. Got you your letter, 50 experience for me. Why not? Alright, then off to Reboot Hill real quick. So I know it starts with M.A., but it's not Margaret. Hey, lady. Alright, I think I know who she was. So it started with M, and then M.A., and it wasn't Margaret. Was it Madeline? Dang it. I wonder if I did Madeline last time. Was it Magdalene? Granny's eyes brightened and she burst into tears, but happy ones this time. Oh yes, of course, how could I have forgotten? Poor sweet Magdalene, oh how I miss her. Gain 90 experience, Granny drifts over to her tombstone and gently places a bouquet at its base. Both Granny and the flowers fade away into nothingness. That is, except for a single flower that remains. You got item, ghost fly. Ghost flower, goodbye Granny. Sweet! It's sad when flowers die with unfinished business. This item goes in your offhand. 11 spell damage. Jesus, what's in my offhand right now? 3 mysticality, 4 mysticality, 4 spell damage. Let's try 11 spell damage. I mean, it sounds awesome, and it's more expensive than the large plush owl, so I'm assuming spell damage is supposed to be nicer than just raw mysticality, but mysticality also helps your defense against spells, I think. Wow, and I think I finally finished the quest here. Man, that has been here for a long while. Oh, is there another room area that I completely missed back here? Oh, dang. Reboot Hill even further in. I did not realize I missed an entire gate. See if there's anything else cool out here. Drink Scotch Turkinson. Drown in a whiskey barrel. It's what he would have wanted. The ground here seems reasonably soft. I guess let's dig him up. Decent whiskey. Alright. Old Dead Tom. Took us kind of a long time to get around to this. Couldn't remember the rhyme about which snakes are poisonous. Fred Deeks. Dig him up. Patent Emetic. Died as he lived, screaming. General Flynn's and at Jingle. First lady bicyclist to ride off a cliff. Ground here seems Soft. We got some riding boots. Lavender Crinks, inventor of the external combustion engine. Okay. It remains of a picnic. Well, let's loot it. Vienna blood sausages, clove drops, and gothic cameo. Overly carved brooch with a jet black gem in the center, which, come to think of it, might be jet black because it's in fact a jet. This item goes on your lapel. Spooky resistance. Okay, neat, neat. So some cultists were just out having a picnic at the graveyard. Well, I guess let's check the other side, see if there's anything else cool to dig up or whatever. Uh-oh. Let's see. Vernon Pernish Accord, professional sword swaller. Professional, quote-unquote. All the bits we could find. This tombstone is big and fancy and has a door on the front. Oh, shoot. This tombstone is big and fancy, has a door on the front. The door has a pretty sturdy lock on it. I need locks to lockpick. The stone is big and fancy, has a big safe on it. Okay. Well, let's see if the first one has a lockpick in it, I guess. Open the door. Inside there's a document and a weird little metal object. Read the document. The document describes a tontine, the burial wishes of Chet Bustersley, and a weird sequence of letters. BT Litter. Inside there's a document. Take the object. Ooh, pick up the object. Looks like a piece of a broken key. Key fragment. What does that do? Okay. There's a fragment of a key that you found at the big fancy tombstone in Root Hill. Assemble the key. You don't have all the pieces. Okie doke. So I need a lockpick. We'll crack this safe. Read the document. Document describes a tontine burial wishes of Philip Irongloat. Weird sequence of letters. O-I-H-T-E. Huh. Take the object. We got another key fragment. Well, I guess that's all we have now. Or for now. But there's more graves, so I guess let's head on out to plot 3. Now let's double check and make sure I didn't miss anything in here either. Alright. Everything looks good here. Deeper we go. Plot 3. Okay, this looks like the last plot. Whoa, there's some floaty bones over there. Call it Tootsberry. Died of a disease we don't have a name for yet. Ground here seems soft. Skull chips, thank you. Perletta Fink, territorial scoffing champion. Okay. Ran for mayor right off a cliff. Alright. Bound to run out sooner or later. Lucky Vinnie Pike. Too many wasp. Ate too many wasp. Embroidered herself to death. You know the one, that one guy. Most strikingly rat-faced man any of us have ever seen. Dig it up. Tried to eat a live eagle on a dare. Well, that was really dumb of you. Handful of a loose tooth. The skeleton doesn't seem particularly threatening, apart from being a general reminder of your own mortality. Let's give him a talk. Hello? Who are you? My name's Bernard, but shh, lower your voice, they'll hear us. Who, the cultists? Shh, yes. Not a fan? They're reanimating dead people, skeletons. I don't want to be reanimated. Sounds horrible. Can you imagine having to rock around without your skin on? How embarrassing. Not to mention cold. Sure, well, plus, I mean, dying's hard enough. Who wants to come back to life just when you got used to being dead, right? I could see that. Please, can you do something? I don't want them to find me. Okay, I'll let you know when it's safe. Great, thanks. I'll just hang back here until the coast is clear. Sure, buddy. You do that. I'm gonna go pick a fight with these bonomancers over here on the other side. Ooh, you're not going to get past this barrier of whirling bones without, well, making it so there's no barrier of whirling bones around here. I guess we're gonna dispel them with mysticality. Mystical prowess makes short work of the flimsy magic holding these bones together. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're doing things. These cultists look like they're barely maintaining control over that skeleton. Wait a while and see what happens. You hide behind a tombstone and wait. After a few moments, the skeleton wrests itself from the cultist's control and goes on a rampage. Bones and teeth fly everywhere, and none of them belong to the skeleton, if that gives you any indication of how the fight turns out. Seemingly satisfied with the carnage it has caused, the skeleton scratches something to the ground and then shuffles off to the south. Okay. What you got here? There's a black book on a pedestal. Take it. Got item frightening topics and next mechs. Ooh, gives you the raised skeleton thrall skill. Getting smarter about next mechs means being able to summon skeletons who are smarter at doing what you say. Seems like a probably pretty dangerous. Are you sure you want to read it? Heck yeah. Are you certain? The dark arts are no laughing matters. Could really mess you up. Read it, I said! This book is full of magic spells, which don't make any sense to you until you get to the next to last chapter and realize they're not spells for you to cast, but spells for a skeleton to cast. One of the appendices mentions in passing how to summon such a skeleton. You got a perk, Raised Skeletal Thrall. Finished reading. As you turn over the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of black smoke. You don't feel so well. Ugh. Your dark Your blood darkens and curdles. You got a perk. Thin blood. Man, I'm getting darker and darker in this place. What do we got? Your blood is curdled with dark energy. It's thinner and grayer than blood ought to be. Minus 10 HP. Man, I'm starting to get hurt from all this next mech I'm doing, but it's so cool. Okay, let's see. Nothing in here but 3 bedrolls and a single stale smell. Grutch. This is what the skeleton wrote. Must be its name? Yeah, I guess. Fed Vroom. Nothing left but boots and teeth. Man, I wonder if Grutch means anything. Let's see. Peninsula Wackersley. Nice lady, but a really unfortunate name. Another outhouse. Nothing in here but 3 bedrolls and a single stale smell. Hastily constructed, very shallow privy. Let's investigate. You open the door and dig around in the detritus. You find nothing of interest. Well, okay. So I guess I'll go tell the other skeleton that they're gone now. What's up, homie? Hello? Who are you? My name is Bernard. Lower your voice. I took care of them already. Whew, great. That's a load off my mind. Let me tell you. Here, you can have this worry stone. I don't need it anymore. You got an item, worry stone. Cool, thanks. Worry stone. This rock has a hole rubbed in it by incessant worrying. Fidgeting with it will stop you from looking so anxious all the time. This item goes in your offhand. Neat. Anything else? Hi. Thanks again for the help. You're welcome. Alright, so I guess I'm done here for now until I can get another lockpick. And then I can break into that last area and get the last piece of the key. So for now, I guess we will head back to the postal way station. Okay, let's see. Go through them again. Follow the map. You follow the map, and along the route to Breadwood, you find a suspicious-looking house. You discover a new map location, Chuck's house. Investigate. Something about this house makes you suspicious. You can't quite put your finger on it. The place looks perfectly normal after all, but you can't shake the feeling that there's something very wrong going on here. Maybe you're just being paranoid. Well, let's look around. This tree looks like it wants a hug, but I don't recommend that. It's probably just pretending to be friendly so it can suck out your soul. The old hug tree, huh? What about these things? Unmarked graves, there's no name on it or anything. You approach the door hesitantly. You could be getting yourself into a real bad situation. A cellar door. Man, I bet it's all kinds of horror down there, like some kind of medieval torture dungeon. Well, let's enter. It's locked, but is it locked to keep you out or to keep something in? Whoa, it's Plotco lock. These things are unpickable. Okay, let's knock. You knock on the door. A voice inside calls, "Come in! It's open! It's always open." I'll answer her. The door creaks open and you step inside the house. The interior is an absolute nightmare. The walls are covered with rusty chains and hooks, as well as a variety of wicked-looking knives and shears. A man of indeterminate age and slightly hunched posture grins widely as you enter, his eyes gleaming. He's standing near a large puddle of blood on the floor. Hello, my name is Chuck. Welcome to my little blood and breakfast. Your what? Blood and breakfast. Oh, sorry, I have a lisp. A lisp? Yes, it makes lud sounds like lud. A bed and breakfast. I see. People also tell me I emphasize words oddly, but I don't get that at all. Uh-huh. There's a lot of blood on the floor here. Let's check the other stuff first. There's a kettle on the stove and it's still hot. A little pantry, shelf various items. There's nothing very unusual, but you do notice 2 jars of tea leaves labeled Sleepy Time and Earl Grape. Large collection of steel chains and hooks, as well as knives, shears, and other bladed implements. Everything is covered with rust or possibly dried blood, or possibly both. Chuck is staring at you. You notice that his left eye has a tendency to drift sideways as he stares and then resets when he blinks, which is not often enough. Let's talk to him. Excuse me. How can I help you? You said you're running a bed and breakfast here? That's what I slud, yes. What's on the menu? Homemade sausages and tomato soup. I also have a special tea blend that's a real knockout. What kind of sausages? Long pork sausages, my grandfather's own recipe. Did you say long pork? That's right, I make them longer than regular pork sausages. They're more filling that way. This is puzzling and uncomfortable for many different reasons. You mentioned a special tea blend. Yes, a special herbal blend that puts my guests right to sleep. It's very effective. Huh. Has a mailman been here recently? Why yes, my last guest was a mailman. Such a nice fellow. It's a shame he's no longer with us. I hope you just mean he left. I like to think he's always been here in spirit. Can I have a look at the guest room? It's in the cellar, but I'm afraid it's unavailable at the moment. My last guest was only just checked out, and I still need to clean up the mess. Oh, alright. Well, I guess let's look at all the stuff then. Ask Church about the blood. I can't help but notice you have a giant pool of blood on your floor. Blood? Oh, no. I can't see why you might think that. This is certainly blood like blood, but this is tomato soup. Tomato soup? Yes, I spilled my lunch. Very clumsy of me. I was just getting started cleaning up when you arrived. Okay. Kettle with a stove and it's still hot. Oops, sorry, that's private. That's my bloodroom. Your what? My bloodroom. My bedroom. Oh, right, gotcha. Never mind then. Ask church about the stuff. Ah, you've noticed my collection. Yes, it's dramatic. It all belonged to my father and his father before him. They were butchers. And you? Haha, I do a little bit, but not professionally. I broke with family tradition to run my little blood and breakfast. Okay. So then I guess that's all. Oh, there's nothing very unusual, but you do notice 2 jars of tea leaves labeled Sleepy Time and Earl Grey. Switch the labels. You surreptitiously swap the labels. Chuck doesn't seem to have noticed. Ah, here we go. Yes, a special herb blend that puts my guests right to sleep. It's very effective. Oh, that reminds me, I left the kettle on. The water should be boiled by now. Would you care for a cup of tea? No thanks, I'm good. Chuck pours himself a cup of tea and sips at it while staring at you. After a bit, he starts to look drowsy. Oh my, I'm coming over all sleepy. Perhaps I should get my blood down for a few minutes. It's been a long day. Please excuse me. Sure. Alright, so now he went to his bedroom to fall asleep. So now I just break in. This door leads to Chuck's blood room, or perhaps bedroom. He does seem to be sleeping. Oh, I can just creep around. Nice. Going through Chuck's drawer seems like it might not be a good idea. There's a key on top of the dresser, though. Yoink! Got an item. Chuck's key. Yoink indeed. So what if I go and sneak up on him? Anything? Chuck's sleeping pretty soundly, but you should be careful not to wake him anyway. Should I? Why don't I just murder him? Well, I guess I don't know he's a murderer yet. I just think he's a murderer. Okay, let's go check out the cellar door. You unlock the door and steel yourself for what you are about to see. Go in. Doesn't look nearly as horrific down here as you expected, unless you're particularly horrified by an unmade bed. Oh, because he said the last guest just left. Hey, this looks like the missing bag of mail. Let's grab it. You sling the sack of mail over your shoulder. Neither rain nor sleet nor super creepy B&B proprietors. You got an item, bread. What's missing in mail? There's a blank postcard on the nightstand. Grab it. Got the blank postcard. Books left by a previous guest. See if there's anything good. Wow, there are quite a few good books in here. Actually, Advanced Beancraft, Volume LI, Locks and How to Pick Them, and Horrifying Concepts of Nex-Mex. Well, I already have locks. Or I already got locks and how to pick them. So I guess I can just sell it for 150. That's a bummer. You've already learned everything this book has to teach you. Yeah, good point. Alright, so let's do some more Nex-Mex and see what happens. For each page of the book, one of your teeth falls out. It continues this way for more pages than you thought you had teeth until you realize that your teeth aren't falling out, but that instead you've been learning how to conjure new teeth into existence the whole time. Wow! You got a skill, Rain of Teeth. Finish reading. Starting with the last page of the book vanishes in a puff of black smoke. You won't feel so well. Your useless physical form becomes even more useless. You got a perk. Withered muscles. Alright, sure. What do you got for me now? Minus 25 melee attack damage. Your single-minded obsession with death magic has led you to really neglecting your physical form. Whoa! That's a pretty serious negative there. Alright, let's do, there's a cookbook specializing in bean recipes. Read this to learn new bean slinging skill. Gives, use the old bean to increase mysticality, or use butterbean, a spell that reduces an opponent's muscle, mysticality, and moxie. I guess we'll do butterbean, see if we can't weaken enemies. Study the combination of beans and butter until you've mastered every aspect. You got a skill butterbean. Unfortunately, a lot of butter got spattered onto the book while you're practicing. It's now totally illegible. Well, sweet. What an awesome haul. As you're climbing out of the cellar, a mailman approaches you. Oh man, thank goodness you found my mail. This mailbag is yours? Yes, I've been stressed out lately, so I took a day off and rented a room here for a sort of mini vacation. Chuck's a great guy, a little weird I guess, but real personable. And his cooking is great. The tomato soup and those great big sausages. His tea did wonders for my insomnia too. It did seem pretty effective. Anyway, I forgot my mailbag and wasn't sure where I left it, so I've been retracing my steps for ages. Thanks for finding it. Sure, no problem. Here you go. The mailman walks away with the bag over his shoulder, whistling a cheerful tune. Well, that's sorted, I guess. Alright, so then I guess I can go to Breadwood and turn in the first thing and also sell this new book I got at the trading post. Any sign of the missing mail? Yep. Yeah, I found the missing mailman too. He's on his way to deliver it. Excellent. I hope there's a new issue of Mayor's Monthly. You gain 90 experience. Sounds informative. The mayor glanced at the list of problems on the wall and paced around nervously, offered to help. Maybe I can help with some of your problems? Oh, thank you. I'd certainly welcome any assistance I can offer. Look at the problems board. That's the problems board. I guess we'll go with soup shortage, skeleton raid, stolen yeast, missing bread. Let's do the overdue book. That's the problems board. Our library's only got 4 books, so it's serious business when someone doesn't return one. Our records say it was loaned out to a lady named Alexandria. That was a couple of mayors ago, so I don't know her. But we've got an address. You discovered a new map location, Alexandria Ranch. Okay, I'll go ask her. And that's what we're going to start with next episode. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see, if we can handle more of these problems in a faster fashion. At a faster pace. And I put out new videos every single day, so make sure if you like any kind of other games, check out the whole list of stuff I got, and hit that subscribe button to catch everything that's coming out. That'll be it for this one, though. Good game.